In 1986, an entire village near a remote lake in Africa went to sleep like any normal night. By morning, over 1,000 people were dead. There were no explosions people could hear, no poison in the food, no visible attackers. Only one impossible question remained: how can a lake kill entire villages overnight? The place was called Lake Nyos, a quiet volcanic lake hidden in northwestern Cameroon. To locals, it looked peaceful. Farmers lived nearby, families raised animals, children played near the water. Nothing about it looked deadly, but underneath the lake, something invisible had been building for years. On the night of August 21st, survivors reported hearing strange rumbling sounds. Then came something even stranger. People suddenly felt dizzy. Animals collapsed. Entire families stopped breathing in their sleep. Villages up to kilometers away were affected. By sunrise, roads were covered with bodies. Thousands of animals were dead too, but buildings were still standing. Nothing looked destroyed. It was like death had quietly passed through the valley. At first, nobody knew what happened. Some believed it was poisoning. Others thought it was supernatural. Rumors spread quickly. Was it a secret weapon? A disease? Scientists arrived expecting answers. Instead, they found a bigger mystery. Most victims showed almost no injuries. It looked like they had simply stopped living. Lake Nyos sits above volcanic activity underground. Over time, huge amounts of carbon dioxide slowly leaked into deep water. Year after year, the gas stayed trapped below. Then something triggered disaster. Maybe a landslide, maybe shifting water. Suddenly, the trapped gas exploded upward. A massive cloud of carbon dioxide burst from the lake. Because carbon dioxide is heavier than air, it flowed downward into valleys like invisible water. People sleeping below never saw it coming. They simply stopped getting oxygen. The most terrifying part wasn't the explosion, it was invisibility. Carbon dioxide has no warning signs, no smell, no color. Survivors described waking up surrounded by silence. Entire households were gone. Animals lay where they stood. Even insects disappeared from some areas. The disaster killed around 1,700 people and thousands of animals, all because the air itself changed. Scientists later installed special pipes inside the lake. Their job is simple: release gas slowly before pressure builds again. But Lake Nyos isn't unique. Other lakes around the world have similar conditions, which means somewhere on Earth, another silent disaster may already be waiting underwater. And that's what makes Lake Nyos terrifying. It wasn't a monster, it was just a lake.